international greeting out of the way, or aka intro. Hola, aloha, ciao, salut, ni hao, namaste, ohayo, yagamasima, здравствуйте, привет, buna, dzień dobry, sziasztok, hello, sincha, yobosio, teresa, walaikum, sasiaka, marhaban, merhaba, and habiri, and also shalom. Yes, we've included Swahili, and did I just spit there? If I need a new source, something. Sorry. Anyway, so I've just included Swahili and Hebrew in there, so hopefully your language is in there. If it's not, well, then just tough luck. I can't include every language in the world. Pick something, anything. If you're from Germany and you heard hello and you just hear Swahili there, they're the same, aren't they? I mean, if you're English and you're thinking French will do, what do you want? You know, we've got everything in there, so that's that. So done. Okay, so there's a new collaboration in town from Carmi MUA. Listen, I'm always like this, so yeah. So Carmi MUA has done a collaboration with Makeup Revolution, or aka Revolution Beauty. It's the second collaboration. I actually loved the previous palette, which was fantastic and super pigmented, so hopefully the theme continues. Second collaboration with this eyeshadow palette. Well, it's not this one, this is the packaging, but it's similar to this. The coloring is just fantastic. It's brilliant. And it's got the shades at the back, and it tells you at the back there. And Carmi MUA, for those of you who don't know, he's a UK based YouTuber. He's lovely. And yeah, so that's that, but it's about the palette itself, not the gentleman himself, as lovely as he is. So this eyeshadow palette, and by the way, if you want to skip any of this information and drivel and you want to move straight on to the demo, very welcome indeed. Yes, so the eyeshadow palette costs £10. It is vegan and cruelty free. Has 20 eyeshadows in total. If memory serves me right, 8 of those are mattes. There are 10 shimmers and 1 duochrome, which is the one I've decided I'm going to use on my eyes today. You've got the shades, and here, voila. You've got all your shimmers. All of these are shimmers. That's the duochrome shade here. And then you've got some of the matte shades here. 1, 2, 3. And then you've got, that's a matte shade, that's a matte shade, matte shade, matte shade, matte shade, matte shade. So shimmer, 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 and the rest over there. So that's that. Hopefully you did see that and I didn't have it over there. So that's that. So yeah, so we are going to get started. I'm going to start off first of all, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts at the end of the video, of course, as per usual. And let's see, what am I going to start off with? I didn't think this through, so don't mind me. Don't mind me. I think I'm going to start off with Overcome. Okay, so Overcome. So I'm going to dip in. Ooh. Okay, one dip. And I've already got some. There's a little bit of fallout. You have to be very gentle. Definitely have to be super, super gentle. Yeah, I'm dipping in very, very carefully. And I am picking up a lot of color. So, yeah, there's a bit of fallout. But, yeah, you're going to get fallout. Let me just show you what I mean by that already. And I was super, super gentle. Hopefully you can see around it. So, you have to be gentle with it. So let's go in and see how much pigment actually transfers. On my eyes as a base, I've got the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the color Chestnut. I use that all the time. It is a matte concealer, too matte for me to put underneath my eyes, but it's perfect for as a base. So you've got some pigment there, yeah, but I need to build that up. So I'm going to dip back in. And actually this time around, let me try and see if it's a lot better if oh yeah. So placing it rather than blending initially is a better way. You get more pigment that way. Oh yeah. Much, much better way of applying it and getting more color payoff. Very happy so far. Buildable, easy to blend. By the way, the initial brush that I use is just a standard Morphe brush, has no name on it. at all. It's just a Morphe blending brush. I'm moving on to this one, which is a bit more compact. This is the Zohiva 225 blending brush, and I'm just going to move on to You Do You, honey. You do you. So I'm tapping in. Managed to get quite a bit of color. It's less fallout in this one than the other, but it's so dipped in 3 times. Just basically went on the spot, that motion, and that's how much color payoff I've got. Ooh, mama. And again, I'm just going to try and pack that in first, starting on the outer corner of the crease line. I'm just going to keep it in my crease line. Oh yeah, oh yeah, no complaints, no complaints. This is pigmented. Oh yeah, really happy with how it's performing so far. So I'm gonna move on to the final shade to smoke things out, which is Dark Side. And again, it's another unnamed Morphe brush, but it's a lot more pointed. And I'm just going to dip into Dark Side. Oh, okay. Oh, it is quite pigmented. 3 goes. I don't want to make it too smoky. And I'm just going to pack that on the outer corner of the eye. See that? Ooh. And then as I'm blending, I'm just going to bring it about halfway across the eye. And that's as far as I will take it. And just blend that in very gently. Oh, that is pigmented. Going back in with the previous brush that I used, the Zohiva 225 brush. No new products added at all. I'm just going to try and gently sort of blend everything in. I'm finding that that's a little bit too harsh. Now for the final shade, I'm going to try it with my finger first and see. I'm going to go for You Got This. I was going to add another shade, but you know what? I think I'm happy to just keep that on its own all over my lid. So we are going to try it with a finger first. Oh, it is a beautiful shade. Let's see. Oh, I love this shade. It is fantastic. But I think it might be better with a brush, much more intense. Look at that. But we want it much more intense. So finger is not the way to go. Let's try it with a brush. Okay, I'm trying with a dry brush, and it's really not picking up anything as such. I mean, not really. So let's try that with a wet brush, and hopefully that will work. That's better. Alright, so I'm going to go and finish off the rest of my face on camera. Underneath my eyes, I'm just going to carry on with the same theme of the mattes that I used earlier, which is all over underneath. I'll go with Overcome, and then I'll go closer to the waterline with You Do You, and I'll just keep Dark Side just to the outer corner, and that'll be it. And then I'll give you my final thoughts. And there you have it. This is my face all done. So let's just quickly get into it. Would I recommend this eyeshadow palette? Yes, I would. Now, initially I had some reservations when I saw this online. I thought, I don't know, there's quite a few shades I can't actually use. I don't know. But I said to myself, no, just buy it. You got to do a review on it. Just buy it and try it out. And I'm glad that I did, because although there are 4 matte shades in here that I know that I won't be using because it's just too light for me, they're not for my skin tone at all. If you are a shade or 2 shades even lighter than me, a lot of or most of these would actually work really, really well. So when you take into account that there are 20 shades and 4 of those are not for me, I can still get away with using 16 shades. That for me at £10 is a no-brainer. So that thing is out the way already. Now let's just let you know which shades I felt wouldn't work for me. First of all, this one here, which is Confidence, is a no-no for me. It's way too bright and too light. And also Bless as well is way too light. The next one here underneath, Free Hugs, is debatable. If I end up using it, I'll have to at the very top near my brow bone. And then also yeah, I've already mentioned Bless. And also Addicted is a little bit too light as well. Again, it might be around the brow bone. I can get away with using that as well, but I wouldn't be using it anywhere else. However, I can still use all the others here. So obviously Dark Side, fantastic. You Do You, I'm very happy with that. That one I can also use as well, which is Camo. And also this one here, obviously what I use the Overcome. And the orange, which I was thinking earlier, might be a little bit too bright. Actually, it's not, but again, this will actually blend quite easily and it's very well pigmented. Now, with regards to performance itself, these perform really, really well. They blend really, really easily. This is the kind of palette that I love, whereby you don't need a particular skill set. You don't need to have been blending for years and years and a makeup artist. These ones are so pigmented and they're so, you know, easy to blend that this is kind of will turn out to be something like an everyday palette, or something whereby if you're rushing, you haven't got a lot of time, then you can just grab it and know that if you spend a good minute or so blending each shade, you are good to go. Now, having said that, I think personally that these actually work better, especially we're talking mattes here. They work really better if you actually kind of pack them in, because you're going to definitely get more color payoff than if you just try to blend them in as I initially started. If you want to obviously intensify the color, and if you want to make sure, especially when you're doing specific shades in your crease line, then I would say pack them in very gently in place and then just blend it on the outer edges very, very gently. You are more likely to get more color payoff that way. Otherwise, you'll spend a bit more time having to build the shades up, which for me is all about doing it for as quickly as possible. And the shimmers, I love all the larger shades at the very top. This Duo Chrome is fantastic. It will work actually a lot better. This Duo Chrome is called You Got This, of course, and it will work really really well as a topper. If you've got one of the other shades next, where Make Magic, which is the name of the palette itself, or Under My Spell, if you use any of those as an initial shade and then add You Got This on top, you are going to get like a boom kind of effect, especially if you kind of try just at the center of your eye. It will work really, really well. But even on its own, I am super, super happy with it. I do wish, however, that it would have been a lot softer of a formula, but at the end of the day, I think it's still intense enough. I mean, come on now, hello, you can't miss these eyes from anywhere. Outer space, look down, pow. Anyway, so £10, great price. Congratulations, Carmi MUA, second collaboration. And again, I really love this palette and I love this shade, and I'm definitely going to be doing a look with this shade. Honestly, it is brilliant. Yes, so congratulations to him and everyone else. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you found this video useful and enjoyable, and if you did, please reflect that by clicking the yes, and that's a bit rude. And also do consider subscribing, because I would appreciate that very, very much. And thank you for having taken the time to watch my video. Bye.